Hello and welcome to another episode of Red Lotus Life. Super stoked today because today we are going to be talking about group spiral, level 5, wealth consciousness, how these people are in this magical manifestation stage of level 5 that's all about money and everything that they are bringing into this physical realm right now. It's crazy because they are full on experiencing their desires.
Hmm. Excuse me. Speaking of level 5 and throat chakra, it just all of a sudden hit me. I have this cough. Oh my goodness, Lori. I'm so
You're
sorry.
fine. No, you're fine. In fact, while you cough it out, I will actually explain that because, yeah. Okay, so level 5 is all about expression. It is literally all about expression. We're full on in the throat chakra. The statement is, I am okay with expressing myself unapologetically, which is actually really hard for people, for most people. This is really hard. The emotions that we work with here are anxiety, confidence, and low self-esteem. And then the themes are leadership, vocation, creativity, and genius. But this is like prodigy level genius. Like all the gifts start coming out. Communication is where we start to master communication. And then there's this self expression and this voice. But what I wanted to speak to specifically here in this episode is this is the level where we actually start to step into our authority because we already have worked through, deserving and worthiness and power and open heart and all this stuff like divine will and motivation and discipline, all of that. And now here we are at level 5, which is about expression, but specifically the group that we are taking through group spiral right now, they are full on stepping into their authority and expressing in a completely different way, which is now like I'm just dying because we have houses being bought, we have dream cars being bought, we have health journeys where 35 pounds down in the last couple months. I
Mhm.
mean, it's crazy.
Mhm. We can just get past that. We experience a lot of this energy as well. So,
Yep.
yeah, just it's crazy, it's beautiful, and it's just such a testament to this work. You know, like you're sharing, like we've already moved through those lower chakras, and we have that creative center that is, right there at the womb space at the sacral chakra. And as we continue to move up, now we're like, we've already talked about, like, we're in the open heart. Now we're expressing what's on our heart. But the cool thing when we're connecting the dots where manifestation is concerned is that it's the throat chakra is actually sort of like the connection point. This is where the manifestation actually does come into fruition because we're now able to express our vibration. So we have that manifestation that initially starts with the visualization in the mental body, the imagination, right? And then the creation aspect that's in the sacral, and they come together and they meet at the throat because we're no longer repressing. We're now able to ask for what we deserve. We're asking for what we're desiring. We know our worth. And so now this is where we see the manifestations happen.
hmm Yeah, and it's really, really cool because it is that point, right? It is that point where it's that signature frequency that we've been talking about,
It
right?
is.
And
Yeah.
we're able to express it in a different way. There's so much that goes on in this level. It's unreal.
It truly is. It truly is. I mean, it's not just the manifestations, like the material manifestations, but we're also hearing people talk about, okay, I'm actually realizing that my voice is my essence. It is the expression of your signature frequency. In fact, that was one of the things that we just heard today, and I was like, oh yes, 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 yes to all of this because it's so powerful when we realize the power of our voice.
It's true. It really is true. I mean, I'm thinking, so we just barely, the reason why we're so excited about this is because literally this morning and in the group chat, we were like, how are things going? How are things happening with, what's happening in everyone? Let's have a spiral check-in type thing. And they are full on showing pictures in the driver's seat of like this amazing car. And
Yeah,
she looks good in it too.
she does.
And we didn't even know about it. And then the other one with the house, she's like, oh yeah, we're full on moving. We're like, we're gonna be in this house. But the part that's cool about this, I feel, is that we didn't even know about that. Like, and to think about where they were just a couple months ago when they started this journey, right? They didn't even, I mean, they may have had it in their field, but did they think that they could actually be experiencing it today, a couple of months later?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that this is where that creation and manifestation aspect really comes in. It's because as we clear all of those blockages, now we're so much more open to being not only to be able to receive, but to express those desires out loud. And when we're able to use our voice, then we're able to open up uh, it, everything that our hearts desire, right?
Mhm.
And so then not only are we clearing those blockages, but at the same time, we're becoming more magnetic. And, we're expressing that signature frequency, we're becoming more magnetic, and we're actually now calling those things that we're desiring into our field.
hmm Yeah. So with this being the emotions, anxiety, confidence, and low self-esteem, I mean, just thinking about that, right?
Yeah,
When we're talking big purchases like a home. So the example with the home is she's been looking for a home for a minute. She's been looking for a home. She had some specifics in mind. And then what was cool about that is just by asking for it, things started to line up. And she may not have actually got the home that she saw the layout in and all of that. She said, we actually got something better. We
yeah,
got something better than what she was actually asking for, like the situation, the home, everything. And I thought, that right there, it is a true testament to this work. Because I think when we have anxiety, right, we have anxiety, we have the confidence and the low self-esteem. We're kind of just wanting especially if we're just in the flow of things and we're not intentionally creating, we just kind of accept what comes our way, right? But when we're intentionally creating, we're intentionally starting to ask for things and then also leave it open to this or something better. It's like it just
yeah.
opens up a whole new everything. Like she had no idea that this would even be a possibility.
I know. And another aspect of that is that when we are looking at the anxiety, the low self esteem, and the confidence, they may not have even had the self confidence to even start to look, to take the first step to look for a house, or to take the first step to look for the car, or the self esteem to be able to drive a specific car, to
Mhm.
feel good enough to have that house, to have that car, right? And so
Mhm.
these are the imprints and the emotions around each of those imprints that actually get released. And so yes, now, heck yeah, the house that she never, I mean, I think she thought it was a possibility, but never this quickly, and probably not in the way that is this and something better.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the whole and it's better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better than what we expected.
Because when we have confidence, we're not limiting the possibilities, right? When our self esteem is high, we're not limiting the possibilities. And when we don't have the anxiety, again, like, I mean, it's just so much opens up. It's unbelievable, really, to witness.
I know. I love this level. This is my favorite level of the whole spiral journey. And the reason why I love it is because so much happens here. So, this is actually, so there's a few levels where we do work on money and our money story, our vocation or career, ways that we can receive, right? And this is the last one, which I love because it is prodigy level type stuff. And so you get to actually play. And so when we're talking about like wealth consciousness And yeah, it's the throat chakra. And yes, we talk about like mastering communication, and people think it's about the throat and the actual frequency and vibration. But this is where we also get to just play in general with the five bodies, with the mental, emotional, energetic, physical, and spiritual bodies.
Hmm.
So I would love to hear what have you noticed that's opened up for this group as far as the five bodies go? With this level in particular,
What have I noticed that has opened up for this particular group?
or something that may have stood out to you.
I think that with this particular group, it is the willingness to really dive into the patterns that are holding them back. I think they're all going deep. I think that they are all really going after their desires, and they are all like they're in such a space of creation, and there's so much momentum. Every single one of them has got so much momentum, no matter what it is that they're releasing, no matter what it is that they're desiring to create, no matter whether it's a relationship dynamic or it's a business, like their intentions are deep and they're all in.
They are all in. They are, and it's been super fun in this level, particularly to see the anxiety fall away for them to truly step into this. There's an authentic confidence here,
Hmm.
and the self-esteem we have really seen lift. Like
Yes.
that, this is that stepping into their authority and being able to express from that place. Um,
I
yeah,
think
it's just been fun. I mean, a lot of people will sit there and say, yeah, but how is expression related to money, right? So this is like the last level that's vocation and career and money. Also, like big significant changes can happen here, which is why I even brought in the weight loss at 35 pounds down already.
huge.
Big significant shifts. So with wealth consciousness, how do you feel that that applies to let's talk about the weight loss. Let's talk about the weight loss here. And with it being specific to well consciousness and stepping into authority and expressing from that place.
I mean, I think at the bare minimum, weight loss will increase your self-esteem, your confidence, and reduce anxiety. And so you're going to be a lot more willing to step into that place that you probably would have never dared step your foot in this case, a couple of months ago. Having that confidence to be able to go and show up, feeling like just like a new person in your body, generally speaking. And not even like I don't even want to like put too much importance to like the physical body and the weight generally speaking, but when you have lost a significant amount of weight personally, I'll say my personal experience has been that when I feel good in my body, I'm much more willing to show up
Hmm.
and to be in my authority.
Hmm. Yeah, a willing to be seen, right? Like the
Yes.
confidence actually goes up.
Hmm.
Also, I love it because there's always weight loss with the spiral. So I love
There is,
this
yes.
because we do, I mean, we can go into so many things with weight loss, right? We can go into the emotional baggage, we can go into the protection, the
Yes.
unconscious, all the things. But it's like when it comes to stepping into our authority and expressing from this place, I feel like, I mean, and she's been really focused on this, but it has shifted since she's gone through the journey because now she feels like she's worthy and deserving of treating herself better, right? Like
Yes.
treating her body different, nourishing her body. She feels different. She feels better. The inflammation is gone or going down, right? She's the
Hmm.
pain, like she had some injuries happening. So the pain is starting to release. And when that happens, we're no longer in these lower vibrational frequencies, right? We start to like when we're in pain, I mean, that always will put us down. I know when I'm in
It's
pain,
intense.
that's all consuming,
Hmm.
And so I feel like just on all levels, on all five bodies, even just that alone opens you up to so much more because it's not all consuming. But you
Hmm.
start to love yourself in a different way. Um, The car, I'm really excited to learn more about the car because that's totally out of left field. I had no idea.
Yeah, I know. Like, I would love to hear the entire process and how, it got from point A to point B. How did this come into fruition? And now, like, what are the goals moving forward?
Yeah, but I also know like if we're talking money, right? Money and vocation and all of that,
Yeah, so what?
I know that her self-worth has increased and there's probably, I'm probably going to say there's more money coming in, and because she's really focused on receiving. And then to be able to be like, yeah, I'm worthy and deserving of this car. And this is somebody who, um, anxiety was all throughout the session, right? So to now
Hmm.
be able to neutralize that, right? To alchemize and transmute all of the blocks around anxiety, and then to really go, I'm excited to learn more, but I'm going to guess, like just saying, like I'm worthy and deserving of this vehicle, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it and see what it feels like to drive it, right? And how cool is that? Like the photo that she sent is like she is lit up.
I know. Oh my goodness. She is lit up, and I feel like she's kind of been that way the entire journey through the spiral, and just really embracing the entire process. And now to get to this point and to have this huge manifestation, I mean, it's like, what is possible truly? Like, what's next?
Yeah, because this wasn't even on the radar, at
Right,
least our
exactly.
radar, right?
Right.
At least ours. So that was really cool to see that. Um, let's see. Let's talk about um, desires actually being experienced in this, like their desired life. Let's talk about this for a second, because when we're talking about like expression, people sit there and go, how is this related to expression? How is this related to I'm okay with expressing myself unapologetically? Now, I don't know about you, but where I live and what I drive is very much about my expression.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so what was your initial question?
Let's just talk more about it. I didn't have a question.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, so where expression is concerned, that we have been having a big conversation about that recently, and just, even style. Like, it is the expression of our essence. Hopefully, if we're actually uh, driving the car that we desire to drive, if we actually have the home that we're desiring to have, if we have the patch in the garden that we desire to have, then our material manifestations will be a reflection of that, right? And then just going back to just the aspect of actually our expression is directly correlated to our essence. And how is that projected into the world?
Hmm.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hmm. And this is where the prodigy level stuff starts to happen too. That's a whole nother conversation, but that is where we start to tap into that. We start to tap into our actual authentic gifts with this and kind of go out on a limb and start to express ourselves unapologetically and start to try different things. Hmm. It's just a really cool level.
It is, and there are so many different aspects that we can explore and discuss for sure.
hmm Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to share or ask me about wealth consciousness or any of the parts with the level?
Yeah, I would love to hear if there is anything else that you'd like to share. Like, what have you noticed within the group space? And I know we're talking about all of this, but like, what would you say the essence of the group as a whole is?
I think it's going back to what you shared, and it's this whole, they're just stepping into their authority in a completely different way.
Hmm.
I'm seeing them shift. Just like what you said, like they all have their different intentions, right? They have their intentions for the spiral, like the whole journey. Then they also have their intentions for each level. And it's been fun because you and I are both taking them through the spiral. So that's been actually fun. I get support there from both of us.
Hmm.
But like just seeing them step into their worthiness in general has been huge. And then to express that, for to see one person let go of pain that she has held on to for 35 years.
Huge.
Yeah, to see her let go of that in this level by expressing the
Hmm.
pain and to that's full on been holding her back from cultivating intimacy in any way, right? Like the protection that happens there, right? The heart walls that happen when we
Hmm.
experience deep pain from someone that we truly love and are close to us. And for her to be able to let that go has been like, I'm in awe, to be honest.
Me too. And to be honest with you, I feel like that is the most significant shift that we've had. It may not be a huge manifestation yet at this point, but just to be able to let that go, to transmute that energy, and to even be open to taking steps towards creating something different, creating that thing that this person has been desiring for years
Mm-hmm.
is just such a testament because that one thing is going to let the manifestation, the possibility of what is possible for her, right?
Right. Like we don't even know
Right.
because she's somebody that actually um she is experiencing all of her desires. Like she travels the world, she lives in her home that she loves.
Yeah.
She has her career that she loves. Like she's just like she is living that.
Independent.
Yeah, she's living all of that. So when we're talking career, vocation, money, she's like, I don't really, that's something that she's already experiencing. So for her during this level to let go of that pain so that she can fully express who she is on a deep level and allow people to even get close to her heart in any way, shape, or form. I
Hmm.
mean, that's the thing, right? People like I feel like people can manifest all day, every day. But when we're talking about manifesting relationships and deep relationships where we actually feel and we connect and it's authentic, it's unconditional love, for her to love herself enough to recognize that that's a root cause of these heart walls and to be like, yeah, I'm ready to shed the next layer of that. I don't have words because I'm just in awe. Talk about vulnerability. Talk about stepping into your authority to now be able to express your frequency, your signature frequency.
Yeah, and to be able to, I mean, it was really beautiful the way it happened. Is that like the expression of thank you for the lessons, and also taking my power back. And now I get to step into that new frequency because now I have my power back. We've transmuted that energy. We've healed
Mhm.
that. And so now, again, what's possible? The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, especially
Just,
for someone who's easily manifests the physical, right?
yes. Hmm.
She easily manifests that. So for her to now be able to express in her heart, for
With
her
an
to
open
express her
heart.
heart, yeah, is like, wow. I'm excited just to see what happens there, you know. Um, it's been really beautiful to witness others realizing where they might exploit themselves versus um I think okay, so going back into like our conditioning, right? And everything that's unconscious or subconscious, right? We don't know till we bring it into our awareness. And to recognize when we exploit ourselves just to um, be accepted or to see, we have been talking a lot about this. So I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but where we seeing things for opportunity versus something that's actually meant for us and something where we actually want to be. So
Mm,
like the right rooms, right? Are we
hmm.
just walking through all the doors because they're open, or are we using our discernment and using our authority to recognize, oh yeah, this is for me or this isn't for me, right? And having the ability to say no. And not just exploiting and not just yet saying yes to everything. So it's been really cool to see, to be honest with you, all of them do that.
Yeah, it really has. And that's another huge aspect about this level is just being able to voice your no. And so now like we can say no and also recognize, use discernment and be like, actually, no, that's not really for me. The door's open, but it's not the right door. And so now we again get to come back and exercise our authority and be able to put ourselves like walk through the doors that are actually meant for us or meant for
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, just getting clear on which doors are actually here for me.
Hmm. Yeah. And then what that does is it creates so much space again, right? To actually
Yeah.
bring the things into manifestation that you truly want. I think it'll be really cool to hear about the card just because I kind of wonder, like, it was that on the radar? Was it not? I'm excited to like hear the story there. But what's really cool about her, you talked about her going deep and they're all going deep. I love it. I love it when people go deep because then we get to really see significant transformation throughout the spiral. But it's been cool for her to just like be held. So by
Mhm.
her stepping into her authority and expressing that, being able to be held in ways that I don't think she ever thought she could be, and to really relax into like the feminine energy of who she is, receiving in that way and not necessarily forcing, but being able, like her expression has softened in that way, and things just come to her because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's been a really beautiful dynamic to witness uh, the masculine um the masculine partner actually in this case who has really been able to step up and allow and hold space for the feminine expression to really, really, again, that feminine expression that gets to be projected into the world that was not safe. It wasn't safe prior to this
Mhm.
journey. Regardless of if it was safe or not, there was anxiety around. whether or not it could be expressed safely, right? And so I
Mhm.
think that just like really sinking into the feminine, really allowing to herself to be held and to feel safe at the same time, again, that creates space too, right? That creates space, openness, and puts you in that space of creativity so that you can manifest.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we don't realize when how much everything takes up space, right? How much we're in our head about things, especially if we're talking anxiety, confidence, low self-esteem, constantly comparing ourselves to other people. And I will say this across the board that I feel everybody can resonate with this of whether it is unconscious or not. So it would be, with confidence and anxiety and low self-esteem, it is comparing, whether that is in vocation, whether that is in material things, or where you are in life, or where you thought you would be in life, how far you are in your studies. I mean, anything like that.
Comparison.
Hmm?
Comparison.
Yeah, just all the comparison that happens and how much bandwidth that actually takes. So, this is such a significant level because when we're able to now neutralize the relationship that we have to anxiety, confidence, and self-esteem, that shifts everything. And literally how we walk into a room, how we hold ourselves, how we carry ourselves, how we speak, how we don't speak, how we listen.
Hmm.
All of that. Our style, we do keep going into style. One of the things I love about the spiral is you can always tell when you're integrating a level because your style actually does change.
It does.
You might go through a few different styles as you're moving through the spiral.
Yeah, and then again, when you're complete.
Mhm. Yeah, but this one it's really cool because there is a different vibe about you in this level. So we're getting ready to move into level 6, which is also super fun. I feel like this is probably more Sarah's jam, but it's really
Wow.
cool because now we're starting to move up into the mystical and the magical. Because in level 5, not only do we express through the throat and all that, but we also get to play with all the different realms, all the different ways of expressing and energy specifically, we get to do that. So,
Hmm.
um, level 6 is now moving up into where not psychic, but clairsenses start to get activated and we really start to notice things. It's about our intuition and our
Hmm.
vision. And so much happens in that space.
Hmm. Yeah, it really does. And it goes back to what we were just talking about, like the throat chakra being that connection point. But when the third eye and level 6 really, really starts to open up more, then just think about when your vision is opened up and you're like the imagination, even, right? It's like, how far can you see? And
Mhm.
then going into that creation space and the sacral and then bringing that through the throat. So look what has already been created. And then we open up the third eye and it's like your people are just kind of blown open, right?
Yeah.
In the best way.
Yeah. Because how many of us don't have that? I mean, I was one of those people. I was always so serious and I was, my imagination was completely blocked. I'm talking I didn't dream. I didn't have, in fact, I didn't dream like when you go to sleep dream. I didn't dream. And then even like let's say dreaming as in desired life, didn't even know how to begin. And then we talk imagination, that was child stuff. I didn't have that. I was like, no, I'm an adult now and I'm too serious. And so what's cool about this is whenever we move up into now level 6 and we start to decondition around those emotions, wow, all of a sudden, like your imagination is back.
Yeah. and your visualization.
Yeah. And you literally start to tap into what it was like to be a kid again. And then that's super fun.
It is fun. It is fun. And then where clear senses are concerned, you know, those are really open up. You might experience that in your dream space. You might experience that like in the form of having actual visions. Like, is it expressed in a lot of different ways?
hmm I know. And so I can't even imagine if we all of a sudden have this kind of manifestation happening. I can't even imagine what's going to happen when their vision starts to open up. So,
Yeah.
anything else that you wanted to share about level five?
There's nothing that I want to share specific to level five, but what I do want to share is that it's been really cool to witness the synergy that is created because I 1000% believe that when we're working with people in a group space, in a healing space that is safe, that synergy that gets created because we're all working in the same field, the manifestations, I think they happen faster, more quickly, and also they're bigger. Like those desires really do truly come into fruition. So that's been a fun aspect is really watching the synergy that's created when all of the group field is working together.
hmm I mean, yeah, this is the first time I've seen a house get manifested, a car get manifested, and heart walls full on come down in this way, like with a deep pain, right? All
Right.
it like, and it came out of nowhere.
All at once,
I
like all at
know,
once.
I know. Yeah, so it's so cool, it's so fun. Well, um, if anyone has questions, I mean, we can go far, we can go deep, and we can go wide with all of this because it's incredible what happens in level five, especially with wealth consciousness and just the manifestation of all of this and
Mhm.
expressing that. Like it's insane what ends up happening. So if you have any questions, please put it into the comments. We'd love to start a conversation there. Um, Also, we're taking applications right now for the next round.
Yes, join us.
I know it's so good. I think the part that is so good is if this if what we are talking about even sparks a little bit in you, because the spiral has a way of calling you. You
Mm,
don't even know why, it just does. So just know that the person that you are today, you will not even recognize when we're talking about level five with you if you choose to join us. You will not even, these desires that we've seen manifest was not even on the radar. And just a short month, or not a month, but a few short months, their entire life, I guess, has expanded in this way. It's
mhm.
like there's no longer the blinders, and okay, this is all we can see. Now they can see all of this. And
Yeah,
so sky is like there's no limits, and there really is no limits, and they're showing us every single day.
they are. And I think a really good way to describe that is the trajectories have completely and totally changed.
Mhm. And they'll continue as we
Yes.
journey. They're going to continue to get even better.
Yes. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so if you're interested or if you have any questions, just drop your questions or comments into the section below. We will have a way that you can apply. We would love to hear if you are interested in the spiral or anything else, to be honest with you. But we are taking applications for the next round. Let's see, did I cover everything?
Hmm. Hmm. Subscribe.
Oh yeah, subscribe, like, share. We love things to respond to, so especially wealth consciousness related. So if you have any questions, please drop them. I feel like there was something else that you wanted to. Oh, that had to do with say yes to soul. So we'll just do that the next time.
Okay.
hmm Yeah. We do have lunar journeys coming out. Oh, wait a second. We do have lunar journeys coming out But by the time this pops out, I think we'll be done with the next one. But the
We
next one
will.
will be like the new moon, right? New moon?
Yes,
Okay. All right. So I guess that's it.
that's it.
All right. We'll see everybody next time.
Bye for
Thanks.
now.
Bye.